Make sure the audio's working. All right. So we're live a little early, just making sure audio and everything's up and running, and we'll just leave it here through the warm-ups. Now, oh, I've got a big delay. There's a big echo. That came back way late. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. It's coming through my phone. It's because I'm listening to this. Take that. My brain is off. It's because I had the phone next to the mic, and it caught the delay. I'm like, how on earth do I have that kind of echo? All right, I think we're good. Go.
How's it going?
Now, let's see if we can brighten this image up a little bit, though. It's so dark. Okay, good. Audio's on. Play with this image. Mute this.
was very dramatic. I was recording thinking I was going to get their whole cheer.
All right, looks like we're just about ready to get this thing started. I think they're still looking for a few timers, so that might be holding us up at the moment. Hi, Mandy. Yeah. It's like we're doing a little bit of last-minute training of timers that have volunteered here to help get this meet going, and we should be starting pretty soon, I think. Hey, Jen, at least the lanes match our orientation on the heat sheet. 1, 2, 3. Of course, that'll throw us anyway. I'll turn that off. All right. So it looks like we are getting started.
Okay, our women's 200-yard medley relay is up first. In lane 2, we have Colts, Alora Alonso, McKenna Brooks, Cheyenne Garvey, El Lasco. In lane 3, we have Cedar Valley, Shaylee Kluber, Ashlyn Lockwood, Caitlin Rary, Ellie Sorogas. Lane 4 is Colts, Natty Alonso, Caitlin Gonzaga, Odessa Talbot, and Lily Cole.
Yeah, and Natty Alonso for the Colts just really fast on that backstroke. She's out super quick. Shaylee and Alora are staying much closer together. Looks like Alora is going to bring it in before Shaylee. But the Colts come out fast, and they have about a 20-second advantage on the seed time for this relay, so we're expecting to see that in lane 4.
Yeah, they sit at 150.02. Cedar Valley is at 209.69.
Ashlyn Lockwood in the water in lane 3 for Cedar Valley, going up against McKenna Brooks in lane 2 for the Colts, and Caitlin Gonzaga in the water for the Colts in lane 4, leading out, still maintaining that significant lead. In lane 4, we have Odessa entering the water on the exchange. Ashland in lane 3 coming in to let Caitlin Reary take over for Butterfly. And in lane 2, Cheyenne hitting the water. So the Colts are just moving in lane 4. Odessa coming in for the final exchange where Lily Cole will take the water and take them to the win. Caitlin Reary solidly in second place for Cedar Valley. Last exchange with Eloise Schrogas hitting the water. And Cheyenne in lane 2 for the Colts. Last transition for Ellie Lasco hitting the water. And the Colts finish up with a 2:01. A bit slower than their seed time.
Yeah, 2:01. Yeah, 55. Oh, no.
No, 1:47.
1:47.
That was someone touching the wall.
Yeah,
Sorry, 3 seconds faster.
1:47.72. So they beat their time, which is great.
No, that's not.
I'm so right.
No, lane 4 was
It's
Colts.
Colts. Oh.
Yeah, that was a touch.
So do we have a mid?
Lane 3, 2, 3, and 4. That's weird. It
trying to
shows
get
first place on lane 3.
But really
first place
it
was
just,
lane 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our
Event
the
2.
scoreboard is off from our
Something
heat
seems
sheets.
to be wrong. We may watch that.
I'm guessing they got a 1:47.72.
We'll have to watch that and see if something's wrong with the scoreboards. So we've got the men in, just 2 lanes.
Okay, for our so lane 2 is Colts. We don't have any names listed. Lane 3 is Cedar Valley. We have Logan Chamberlain, Elijah Shago, Brett Meyering, and Brady M. And lane 4 is also Colts. We have Colin Loken, Aiden Salisbury, Bodie Anders, and Packard Lewin.
Yeah, we don't have anybody in lane 2, so.
Oh.
So lane 4,
Yes. Okay.
Colin coming in for the first exchange with Aiden Salisbury in the water in lane 4. Logan Chamberlain finishing up for Cedar Valley with Elijah Shago taking the exchange. And Aiden Salisbury is just moving and going into the exchange for Bode Anders for the butterfly stretch.
Yeah, we apologize if we pronounced the swimmers wrong. It might be Bode. They've got a good seed time, too.
Yep.
They sit at 1:38.47. Cedar Valley is at 2:10.78.
And I don't even think this is the same group. This is the A team for Cedar Valley, but I don't think this is actually the same group of swimmers that normally swims it. Packard is in the water for the Colts in lane 4 in the final stretch of freestyle, and they're going to put 50 yards on Cedar Valley here after this turn. And they will finish up with a 1:45.38 as Cedar Valley takes her last exchange with Brady Monroth hitting the water. Yeah, this isn't the same. I don't think this is the same relay team that normally swims this for Cedar Valley. I think some of the names have got some different people in the water today. And Brady is coming into the wall, and they will finish up with a 2:15.82.
Yep. Okay. Our women's 200-yard freestyle is up next. In lane 2, we have Natty Alonso with Cottonwood. Lane 4 is Odessa Talbot with Cottonwood. These are actually all Cottonwood. And lane 6 is Elle Lasco. It might be Ellie, but I'm guessing it's Elle. Odessa has the seed time to beat. It's 2:07.35. Elle does not have, or Ella, I really apologize because I'm not sure on that name. She does not have a seed time yet in this.
So lanes 2, 4, and 6.
Yep, 2, 4, and 6. So Odessa is ahead, but not by, well.
They have a 2-second, only a 2-second difference.
Yeah, so
between
really
them.
right now Natty is ahead, but just barely.
Yeah, and 50 yards in, which really there's no way to decide who's going to win a race at this point. They are swimming right next to each other. So coming up to the halfway point, Natty is just a half a body length up on Odessa out in lane 2. Ellie Lasco in lane 6 comes into the halfway point right now. Natty's starting to stretch it out. She's got a full body length and a little. Body length and a half going into the last 50 over Odessa Talbot. Natty's stretched out even further up in lane 2.
And she's going to beat her seed time.
She looks like she's going to have a personal best as she comes into the wall.
2:08.24. Nice. She was at 2:09.16. Odessa comes in at 2:11.87, so just a little bit slower than her seed time.
Good job by Natty.
Elle's just coming back with her last 25 here.
And this is her first time. This is her first time on this event, looks like. Didn't have a time previously posted. So coming up to the men's 200-yard free.
And maybe a mistouch. Okay, our boys, we have Tyson Ford in lane 1 for Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Sebastian Aravello for Colts. Lane 3 is Braden Scott, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Daniel Gardner, Colts. Lane 5 is Nolan Spencer for Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Braxton Snow for Colts. Braden Scott's got the time to beat here at 1:53.02. He's got a fairly good lead on the swimmers in the water as far as his seed time goes.
Yeah, and he's
fast.
And he's come out, well, he comes out pretty quick. He just
but
does
Sebastian,
most things pretty quick.
Though, really in lane 2 is, just at his feet, so not a whole ton behind.
No, but it's the first 50 in a 200-yard race, so. You see Braden's turns, though. He just pulls a half a body length to a body length just on the turns alone. So Braden's moving. You got Coach on the sideline pacing him. In lane 2, Sebastian. In lane 4, Daniel. Yeah. They are basically together at the 100-yard mark.
And they just have a couple seconds difference in their seed time.
Tyson Ford coming into the wall for his first 100 up in lane 1, and he's evenly matched with Braxton Snow in lane 6 with Nolan Spencer in lane 5. Last 50 yards for Braden Scott.
You've got all these swimmers who are trying to qualify for state that's in just a little less than a month from now. For us, we've got this meet and regions, and that's it. So we're down to the end.
Daniel Gardner has put about a body length and a half on Sebastian for that second place spot. Braden Scott coming into the wall to finish up.
He's going to be slower than his seed time, 1:55.54.
Okay, it looks like
I say
Daniel Gardner is going to take that second place spot. Sebastian in lane 2, so the Colts second and third. And up in lane 1, Tyson Ford has made a significant move from when he hit the wall at his 100. He's put half a pool length on Braxton in lane 6 and Nolan in lane 5.
Daniel,
he's just coming in to finish right now. Yep,
Daniel comes in second at 2:14.02, so also a little bit slower than his seed time. And Sebastian comes in at 2:17.96. So all of the swimmers are just a little bit slower today so far.
Yep, I think he touched the pad. He didn't see a time register, and he thought he had 50 more yards to go. So he's just getting in a little extra distance training today.
So yeah, I'm not sure where did he actually come in.
He was fourth.
Fifth? Oh, he was fourth.
He was fourth. He was finished. He just hit that pad awkward and didn't register time, and when he didn't see it, he kept going. So, okay.
Okay, our women's 200-yard IM is up next. We have in lane 2, Caitlin Gonzaga for Colts. Lane 3 is Abby Kendall for Cedar Valley, and lane 4 is Emily Dominguez for Colts. Emily's got the seed time to beat here at 2:23.81.
All three of them coming out pretty strong in the butterfly, hitting the wall close to each other. Emily with the advantage. She has a good turn. Abby in lane 3, just falling a little behind. Caitlin in lane 2. Emily getting a full body length on everybody going into the breaststroke leg. No, backstroke.
Backstroke. We have a little bit of a view disadvantage here. We're normally up higher, so we're working through all of the
camera's
teams,
a lot higher than we are.
The teams, the coaches, and all the people here to support. So we're working through a sea of people.
Yeah, the camera has a far better view than we do at the moment. So Emily's still leading out. The fight is for second place, really, with Abby and Caitlin just neck and neck. Abby fought back a little bit on that backstroke. She was about a half body length behind going into this and is now pulled even.
It's okay. Don't worry. Better than swimming 6.
So Emily clearly in the lead, up in first place in lane 4. Abby and Caitlin are just neck and neck. And the way it's looking now is they're turning together. They're going to be turning to that freestyle leg at the same time pretty much. We'll see who has the most in the tank. Caitlin has a little bit of an advantage after that turn. About a half a body length. Might stretch that out to a full body length going into this last turn.
Got Emily on her freestyle.
Abby fighting back on the freestyle, though. She's making up some of that deficit going into this last turn, but she's going to have to fight for it. Emily finishing up in first place. Caitlin just managing to stay ahead of Abby. I think she's going to out-touch her, and she does.
So Caitlin comes in at 2:30.
No, does that, what lane?
2:39.50, and Abigail comes in third at 2:39.55.
Lane 3.
Emily is at 2:33.11. She's just a little bit slower than her seat time.
Okay.
Okay, our men's 200-yard IM is up next. In lane 2, we have Colin Loken for the Colts. Lane 3 is Tate Scott for Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Aiden Salisbury for Colts, and lane 6 is Packard Lewin for the Colts. Aiden's got the time to beat here at 2:04.84.
Yeah, that's moving.
Yeah,
he looks to have the clear overall advantage, but in the fly, he and Colin are coming into the wall together. for the first 50 yards. Tate Scott and Packard are pretty much right next. Looks like they're right next to each other going into this turn on backstroke. Colin having a good swim. I mean, again, based on seed times, I didn't expect to see Colin this close to Aiden.
Yeah, they've actually stayed really neck and neck with each other here. So
Yeah, first place neck and neck. So unless we have a significant difference on this breaststroke leg, they are staying tight. Tate Scott in lane 3 and Packard Lewin in lane 6. Also neck and neck for that third position. Okay, so here we see Aiden make a significant gap in this breaststroke. Really strong breaststroke, and he puts a significant amount of time over him and Colin in that 50-yard stretch. Tate falling a little bit behind Packard in this stretch as well. Tate's got a pretty good freestyle. We'll see if he's got enough to claw it back.
Aiden's coming into the wall here with his free.
You can stand up if you need to.
It's true. I may have to stand up. so he
Aiden
comes in at
finishes in first.
2:05:55.
And really, it was just those last 100 yards where Aiden really moved away.
Colin comes in at 2:11:67.
Packard's going to finish in third with Tate coming in fourth.
Okay, our girls 50-yard freestyle, these are going to go quick, is up next. For Heat 1, Lane 1, we have Shaylee Peterson for Cedar Valley. Lane 2, these are actually all Cedar Valley. Olivia Hardy, Lane 2. Lane 3, Cami Allred. Lane 4 is McKaylee Freeman. And Lane 5 is Ella Black, which at the moment we only have 2. Oh, we're missing.
They're working on getting everybody up.
Swimmers, it looks like. So really we have 2, 3, and 5. So we're missing a couple of our swimmers. Oh, man.
So we've just got lanes 2, 3, and 5?
Yep.
Okay.
So Cami is still the time to beat here at 38:97.
Looks like Olivia and Cami are the ones fighting for first place right now. Olivia Hardy in lane 2 actually had a little better turn than Cami did.
A little bit ahead here.
And she's the Mighty Mini.
She is the Mighty Mini. That's
she's
true.
She's
She's
doing
done
so
awesome
good.
this season.
She
I
really
have been
has.
super impressed with her.
She's going to win her heat.
39:61, so she just PR'd,
Oh,
so
again.
that's amazing.
She's been PRing all
And
these last races.
Cami comes in at 41:27, so just a little bit slower than her seat time. Okay, Heat 2, Natalie Milligan, Lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Shaylee McLaughlin, Cedar Valley. Lane 3 is Lily Bryson, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Lucia Barretts for Colts. Lane 5, Kaylin McCurdy, Cedar Valley. Lane 6 is Kylie Carlisle for Cedar Valley. Lily has the time to beat at 33:92.
Yeah, we're missing lanes 4 and 5. Lily still is the time to beat. And she's going to be first to the wall.
Yeah, Shaylee and Natalie. Natalie is ahead by just a little bit.
Natalie had a good turn.
She did have a good turn.
And she's trying to close that gap, but I think Lily's got enough of a buffer that she's got that covered.
So Lily's going to come in at 33:91, so she just barely PR'd, which is awesome. And Shaylee comes in at 36:76, but did Natalie outtouch her? We've got a mistouch on the board, so I'm not sure where we're at. Okay, Heat 3, Abigail Butters, Lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Sitlily Ramirez for Colts. Lane 3 is Shaylee Kluber, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Caitlin Neal, Colts. Lane 5 is Elizabeth Shago, Cedar Valley. And Lane 6 is Sequoia Rose for Colts.
So missing lane 5. No Elizabeth. Okay.
So Shaylee's got the time to beat here at 31:27.
And she's first into the wall with Abby up in lane 1 Abby's making a move here. She's trying to. She's battling for that first spot. She's got to make up a little bit of room, but she not quite going to do it. So a 31.73, and in lane 1, that was a missed touch, but it really looked like a personal best for Abby in lane 1. I would say she probably got it.
Okay, our heat 4, we have in lane 1, Kiana Tomei, Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Cheyenne Garvey, Colts. Lane 3, Ashlyn Lockwood, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Sarah Sandusky, Colts. Lane 5, Caitlin Rary, Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Kirsten Schaubs for Colts.
All right, we got everybody in the pool this time.
Ashlyn Lockwood is the time to beat at 30.11.
We've got Caitlin Rary in lane 5 swim a butterfly and keeping up with most of the pack.
Which I should have actually did this last race as well.
Which you can do. It's a freestyle event, meaning you can swim whatever stroke you want, as long as it's a legal stroke.
Ashlyn's going to come in and touch first.
And Caitlin Rary might take second. Not
at
quite.
30.24, so just a little bit slower than her seed time.
And I don't see those touches registering on lane 1 and 5.
Yeah.
These pads seem to be a little temperamental.
Okay, heat 5. In lane 1, we have Dory Tweedy, Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Alora Alonso, Colts. Lane 3, Danielle Hardy, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Lily Cole, Colts. Lane 5, Alyssa Roth, Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Nina Hawaii for Colts.
Come on, Danielle. Best time here is lane 4, Lily.
Yeah, Lily's got the time to beat at 25.65.
And she's coming out fast. She's already got half a body length hitting the wall. Danielle and Alyssa look like they are fighting for that second spot. Danielle in lane 3 looks like she's got second sewn up, but up in lane 1, Dory Tweedy might take that third spot.
So Lily comes in at 25.71, so just a little bit slower. Danielle,
she was in second, but again, a lot of missed touches.
Pads aren't, yeah.
I would assume the Colts are used to these pads, and
I'm not sure.
Cedar Valley swimmers are not.
Danielle touched second, but that is a misread. And
right, men are up.
Okay. Okay, we have Ian W. Lane 1. These are all Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Zach Joseph, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Ryan McCleve. Lane 4, Samuel Cook. And lane 5 is Declan Isaacson. And we're missing several swimmers again.
So lane 1, Ian has a full body length plus coming into the wall. And it looks like Zach's going to be in second, and Ryan is going to be in third in lane 3.
So Ian, again, a missed touch. He actually came in first, right?
Yep.
Zach comes in second at 33.61. Yeah, it's really hard. Our pads aren't registering.
Cedar Valley swimmers, I think, are used to hitting the top of the pad a lot more.
All right, heat 2. Joshua Ortiz, lane 1 for Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Tate Spencer. These are all Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Tate Spencer. Lane 3 is Brendan Montgomery. Lane 4, Tanner Bentley. Lane 5, Nolan Case. And lane 6 is Dana McGoffin. Brendan is the time to beat here at 29.45.
And he's not in the water. So no lane 3 or 4. Lanes 1, 2, 4, and 5. Lane 4, Nolan Case looks like he might have the lead of this race, of this heat, but he's got pressure coming from Joshua and Tate in lane 1s and 2. It's going to be tight going into the wall.
And yeah, unfortunately, we're not able to. I don't know who came in first.
Well,
Do you
I think they've got to. I think coach needs to talk to everybody and have them focusing on hitting the middle of the pad.
Okay, we're in heat 3,
they're
right?
They're not getting away with these touches that they're maybe used to doing.
Okay, heat 3, we have Elijah Shago, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Ellie Stetler, Colts. Lane 3, Brett Myring, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Atlas Tran, Colts. Lane 5, Logan Chamberlain, Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Gianni A for Colts.
Looks like we got a bit of a delay here. All right, we're up here.
Brett is the time to beat here in lane 3. Is he in though? Oh, he
Lane
is.
3 is in, yep.
Okay.
We don't have lane 6. Logan Chamberlain in lane 5 goes into the wall at the same time with Brett. So it's Logan and Brett right now fighting for the win. They have very close seed times.
I think Brett's going to get it here though.
Yep. Looks like he's just, well,
Well,
he does.
so Brett
just.
gets it at 28:57. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, heat 4, we have Alexander Burnside for Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Tyrus V for Colts. Lane 3 is Brady M, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Jasper Jacobson, Colts. Lane 5 is Corbin Nelson for Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Matthew Bruns for Colts. Time to beat here is Jasper at 25:45.
Yeah, and Jasper in lane 4 looks to have the half a body length advantage coming into the wall with Tyrus up in lane 2 in that second place position.
Yeah.
And that's how
So
they
he
finish.
catches at 25:87. Okay, our women's 100-yard butterfly is up next.
I think
in
we're going to
lane
break
2.
probably, babe.
Oh, we
Unless
have a break?
It's usually break, yep.
Okay.
I assume, yep,
So
we're on break
for that,
here.
then Tyrus took second, right? 26:23. Brady took third, if the touchpad is correct.
All right, we'll mute this for a minute. We'll be back with you right after break. Okay, I think we're getting close to kicking off the 100, the women's 100-yard butterfly. We've got swimmers getting behind the block, so I think we're getting close to kicking this off again. All right. Want to call those names, babe?
Okay, we're at our
Event 9.
Okay, so in lane 2 we have Cheyenne Garvey for Colts. Lane 3 is Caitlin Rary for Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Lily Cole Colts, and lane 6 is McKenna Brooks for Colts. So Lily's got the time to beat here at 101.67. And are we missing? Oh no, that's right.
Yep, that's right. So it looks like Lily Cole is going to be the class of the field here with Caitlin Reary looking like a solid second place. And Lily is out fast. Nope, she has a good, just a great looking butterfly. She leads at the 50 with Caitlin Reary in second place, in a clear second place right now. Caitlin in lane 3 making her last turn. Lily Cole pushing into the wall. She's going to finish with a 102.86, a little slower than her seed time. And Caitlin is in.
Caitlin's going to come in second at 113.24, so also just a little bit slower.
And for the Colts, McKenna Brooks in lane 6. Coming in that third place spot. And
130.21. She does, doesn't have a seed time.
And Cheyenne up in lane 2. And just exhausted finishing out the race.
143.24.
It's 100 yards. 100-yard butterfly is not an easy race.
Okay, the men's is up next. In lane 2, we have Colin Loken with Colts. Lane 3 is Jacob Nelson, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Bode Anders with Colts. And lane 6 is Sebastian Aravello with Colts. Bode has got the time to be at 57.11. Colin is at 57.41, so not much behind him, which is super fast.
And Colin and Bode are out together with Jacob Nilsson from Cedar Valley right in the middle of them. Colin and Bode turn right together. Jacob Nilsson hanging tough, just trying to stay in touch to that second place.
I think Bode is going to get this, but just barely.
Colin's just half a body length. If Bode's in, Colin's in, Jacob Nilsson is in.
He just PR'd at 56.69, so nice job to him.
So did Jacob.
Colin came in at 57.70. He was a little bit slower. Our women's 100-yard freestyle is up next. We have Dory Tweedy, lane 2 for Cedar Valley. Lane 3 is Ella Black. Lane 4 is Shaylee Peterson. And lane 5 is Caitlin McCurdy. These are all Cedar Valley swimmers. We're actually missing Shaylee and Caitlin.
So we've just got two in the water.
We've got Dory and Ella in the water.
And Dory doesn't have a time here, but she's one of the 400 relay swimmers. She's going to be the clear favorite in this event with these two swimmers. So Dory's 50 split is at 30 seconds, 30.37. And Ella Black is making her turn here. And so sometimes in these lower heats, you'll get a swimmer who doesn't have a time in the season yet for this particular event. Normally you would see Dory up in one of the later heats or one of the final heats. But if they don't have a time set yet, they'll be in these early heats still.
Dory comes in at 102.58.
It's a good swim.
Ella's on her last flip turn here. So really, that puts Dory in heat 4
That
for
puts
time.
her. That puts her in first place overall.
Yeah.
Based on the heats, the current heat times. So right now, she's the time to beat for first overall.
Ella's just coming into the wall here. $138.77. Okay, heat 2. We have Kylie Carlisle in lane 1 for Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Lucia Barrett's for Colts. Lane 3 is Shaylee McLaughlin for Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Silly Ramirez for Colts. Lane 5 is Natalie Milligan, Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Cami Allred for Cedar Valley. We're missing a few swimmers again here, it looks like.
Yep, lanes 6 and 2.
Shaylee is the time to beat here at 122.31, but
Natalie's right there.
yeah.
Natalie actually is out front. It looks like Natalie's going to take this by just about half a body length.
Just barely. Natalie's going to come in. Well, no, we're not done.
We're not on a 50. We're losing our minds. Although Natalie does stretch it out now by a full body length.
I was like, wait, the clock is still going.
It's all right. We were and what's funny is we were both on the same page here. Well, Natalie has stretched this out well to her advantage. She's going to PR here.
Yeah. She's going to come in at 120.91, so nice job to her. Our second place is Shaylee at 124.37. Okay, heat 3. We have Lily Bryson for Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Caitlin Nail, Colts. Lane 3 is Abigail Butters, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Sarah Sandusky, Colts. Lane 5 is Kiana Tomei for Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Kirsten Schaub for Colts. Abigail Butters has got the time to be here at 110.10.
In lane 3. Yeah, it looks like lane 3 and lane 5 looks like where your race should be. With Abby Butters and Kiana
Tomei.
Tomei? Well, you know, we try. So Abby's got a full body length pretty much on everybody going into the first 50. Kiana has a great turn though. Pulls even with Abby on that turn just about. So Abby has the advantage going into the turn. Kiana has another good turn and again eats up some of that distance. But lane 3, Abby, just a little more kick, a little more push, and she's going to finish in this in first place with Kiana on her heels in second.
Abigail's going to come in at 111.72. Kiana comes in at 112.26. Okay, our heat 4, we have Elizabeth Shago. Lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is El Lasco for Colts. Lane 3, Alyssa Roth, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Ashley Salisbury, Colts. Lane 5 is Danielle Hardy, Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Nina Pue for Colts.
Yeah, it looks like Colts lane 4. Ashley has the best time here. Again, she needs to beat a 102 to have first overall with Dory setting the standard in the first heat. And our daughter Danielle in lane 5, of course, we're rooting for her. Now Danielle's going to come out, and all three of them are going to come out fast. Danielle, Ashley, and Alyssa all hit the wall together. Danielle's going to lead him into the first 50, which is not uncommon for Danielle to come out quick. It's just the last 25 yards for Danielle. Let's see if she can hold it out. Still holding the lead going into the 75-yard mark in the final turn. Danielle's in first with Ashley in second. Ashley has a good turn as she's going to start surging. Danielle's going to try and hold that position. Ashley's making the move, as is Alyssa. It's looking like Alyssa in first, Danielle in second. 102.45 for Danielle. That's a big PR for her. Good job, Daniele. And 103.
She dropped 3 seconds.
PR for Alyssa as well. Good job, Alyssa.
So Ashley came in at 101.67, who also PR'd, so nice job to them.
Good swim for all of them.
Okay, our boys are up next. In lane 1, we have Brendan Montgomery for Cedar Valley. In fact, these are all Cedar Valley. So lane 1 is Brendan Montgomery. Lane 2 is Zach Joseph. Lane 3 is Ryan McCleve. Lane 4, Joshua Ortiz. Lane 5 is Declan Isaacson. And lane 6 is Ian W. Brendan and Ian both don't have a C time in this. Ryan is the time to beat at 1:14.71. Seconds.
1.
Dropped like 3 seconds. Good job.
Sorry, we're over here trying to talk to our daughter at the same time. The mics go dead. All right. Lane 4.
Ryan is ahead.
Is that lane 3?
Oh,
no, lane 4.
Yeah.
That's Joshua Ortiz.
Yeah, Ryan has got the fastest seed time, but right now Joshua is ahead.
Yeah, Joshua has this race. There's no one even in the zip code right now.
His zip code.
So he'll finish this heat 1 with a 109. He dropped a ton of time. What is that? 8 seconds from his 8-second improvement for a PR for him. Good job, Josh. All right, heat 2.
Okay, these are, okay, in lane 1 we have Samuel Cook, Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Tanner Bentley, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Tate Spencer, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Gianni A. for Colts. Lane 5 is Dana McGoffin for Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Nolan Case for Cedar Valley. Tate's got the time to beat here at 1:08.01.
Nobody in lane 4, so this is all Cedar Valley, no Colt swimmers in, and nobody in lane 1 and 2. So we got Tate, Damon, and Nolan going right now.
Our heat sheets were put together, I think, last night, so a lot changes in a
a lot changes with Omicron.
Hour, yeah, with
who knows
12-hour time frame.
So Tate's going to hit the wall with Danon. That's an N. Danon,
yes.
So Danon and Tate are swimming head-to-head right now for that first position. Nolan Case in third in lane 6. Danon's going to take the advantage into the wall. Just. Gets a better turn, though. Gets about half a body length.
Yeah, it's going to be close, really. But I think
it looks like Tate's trying to swim it back, and he might have. Danon's got longer arms, though, going into the wall. Who's going to hit?
So Tate gets it at 1:08.28, so just a little bit slower than his seed time. Danon comes in at 1:08.40, so he PR'd, so nice job to him. Okay, heat 3. Lane 1, we have Tyson Ford, Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Braxton Snow, Colts. Lane 3, Alex Burnside, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Matthew Bruns, Colts. Lane 5, Brett Myring, Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Atlas Tran for Colts.
Time to beat lane 4, Matthew.
Yeah, it looks like we're missing lane 3.
Tight group, though, really. Most of the swimmers within about a second of each other, so it'll be interesting to see. So we've got Tyson, Matthew, and Brett all going into the wall close to each other. Seeing Matthew start to pull a little ahead. Tyson in lane 1 just hanging on, looking at that second position right now. Looks like Brett Meyering and Tyson looking at that second position, with Matthew trying to stretch out for first, but not putting it away by any means yet.
Yeah, Brett's really, they're super close.
Matthew he puts a full half body length advantage on coming out of that last turn, so Matthew's going to pull this away. That second his fight is between Matt and Tyson. Tyson up in lane 1 actually had a great turn. He's going to steal that second position away.
Nice job. So Matthew comes in at 104.73. Tyson, I'm pretty sure
he was just behind him, so I'm going to say he was in a 105-ish type of position.
104?
Coach is saying a 104, so a PR for Tyson again.
So Brett comes in third at 106.54. Okay, our heat 4, Corbin Nelson is lane 1 for Cedar Valley. Lane 2 is Jasper Jacobson for Colts. Lane 3 is Braden Scott, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Packard Lewin for Colts. Lane 5 is Brady M for Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Tires V for Colts.
Lane 3 is the lane to watch.
Yeah, Braden's got the fastest seat time here at 48.90. And he really is just a bullet in the water.
These short events of 50 and 100, he is super impressive in.
Knocks it out of the
park. He's just a motorboat. So the race is for second. In lane 4, we've got Packard Luton. Although it looks like he's pulling away into second position kind of on his own, and third place is what's really up for grabs. Braden on that last turn.
Braden is not going to PR here. 50.43 is what he comes in at.
I actually think these last two events, Braden has swam the 100 in. He's been instructed by coach to not push super hard. He's already got his state position solidified.
Yeah, Packard comes in second at 54.50. Jasper comes in third.
So coach has been trying to keep the taper in place for Braden and not have him push more than he needs to in these races.
Okay, our women's 500 is up next. So in lane 3 we have Abby Kendall, and in lane 4 we have Emily Dominguez. Emily has got a seat time of 5:34.08. This is a 20-lap race.
I think they're getting everybody ready. So we got Abby Kendall lane 3, Emily lane 4.
Yep.
Now we've got Emily's got about a 30-second advantage on Abby in this race. So this will be a situation where Abby's gonna have to swim her own race. She may try and pace herself off of Emily as long as she can, just to see if she can cut some time or how she stacks up, but it may not be the best way for her to swim her race overall. And this is a race where different swimmers will just swim it differently. Some will come out faster. Some will save everything for the back half. It's really just a swimmer's preference on how they like to swim it and what works for them. So at the 100-yard mark, we've got Emily in the lead. And this is where we start watching those 50 splits up on the board to kind of see if they've kind of settled into a pace or if they're dropping off, speeding up. So here's Abby is trying to pace herself off Emily at this point. She's still trying to hang with her. Emily about a half a length further ahead she was last time. So a 37.7 versus a 37. Emily just stretching it out by about a half a second or more each 50 yards. So she swims at 37.25. Yeah, and a 38.78. So about 3/4 of a second difference in that last 50. That's a halfway point. Emily's settling in at about a 37-second pace on those 50s. She's kind of been hovering right around that. Abby dropping off just a little bit. She may have come out a little quicker than she normally likes. She could be feeling it a little bit. She swam almost a 39-second 50. Both swimmers slowing down a little bit in the middle of this race. Almost a 38 for Emily and a 39 and change for Abby. Looks like they're both settled into those same paces at the moment. So Emily in lane 4 coming into the wall. She's turning for her last 100 yards. I mean, Abby's hanging tough. It doesn't look like she's 30 seconds behind,
No,
but we've
she's
still
doing
got
really good here.
3 more laps to go. This is where I would expect to see Emily start to turn it up a little bit, and then on her next turn, turn it up a little more. She makes a turn for her last 50 yards. And that was a 38 seconds, so she's just been right on those 38 seconds. See if she's got left in the tank for this last 50 yards.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious if Cottonwood's water is generally warm or if it's warmer than normal today. It seems like everybody, for the most part, is got a little bit slower than their seed times. And I don't know if it's just tired end of season or the water temperature makes a big difference.
So Emily cruising in.
6:09:18.
So a few seconds slower than her seed time.
No.
But no, sorry. Quite a bit slower than her seed time.
Yeah. And Abigail comes in at 6:19:68.
Sorry, way off. I don't know where I was.
Nice job to both of them. Okay, our men's 500-yard freestyle's up next. Tate Scott is in lane 3 for Cedar Valley, and lane 4 is Daniel Garner for Colts. Tate's got the seed time of 5:53.25.
The 200-yard freestyle relay and the 400-yard freestyle.
So right now, Tate is ahead, but just barely. Again, we got a long ways to go here.
So opening up with the 30-second and the 31-second. And then we'll see those start settle into some consistent times here in the next handful of laps. These two are actually only 7 seconds apart.
Yeah, it's not a
Which-
super huge
Yeah,
time
and
span,
then
especially in this race.
in the 500-yard race, that's easily
It's so long.
a photo finish. If
They actually are, yeah, just kind of staying neck and neck with each other here.
so, they both did a 33-second 50, and I imagine they'll start settling into those kind of consistent paces here. So you can see the coaches on the sideline, both coaches, walking back and forth, pacing their swimmers. Swimmers looking at them, they're giving them encouragement, trying to get them to roll at a certain pace. So 35 and 32nd. So you had Daniel take about a second advantage out of Tate in that last 50 yards.
Danielle.
Tate loses about another half a second. But it looks worse on the clock than it does in the pool. I think because of those turns, Tate's doing a pretty good job on his turns of making up a little ground on each turn. So that was the halfway point they just swum through. And Tate is on Daniel's hip right now. Again, on paper, we've got a 7-second advantage going to Daniel. Curious to see if Tate can just hang with him for the duration of the event and maybe make a move at the end. Again, really good turns is keeping him right there.
Oh, yeah, he's been super consistent.
He hasn't really been out swimming him down the lanes, but he keeps these last 4 turns. He's made up room on his turns.
What's interesting is to watch their arm strokes, just the way they kick, the way their arms go in the water, how high. They really are just kind of neck and neck here.
But Tate's not going away.
No, Tate's done a really good job staying consistent. He's pulled ahead just a little bit.
I mean, I don't know what the overall time looks like, but in terms of the race, he's hanging tough. Now they're going into the last 100 yards, so it's a question of is he going a little too fast too soon?
Yeah, he's looking really good here. They've got Tate's coming to the wall. They've got 75.
Tate feels like he's got a little more in the tank, I think, and he's going to try and do it. 3 laps to go.
Looking really good here.
And right now, it looks like he does have more in the tank. Daniel looks to be getting fatigued here. And Tate's still showing some signs of life in the last 50 yards. Coach giving encouragement to Daniel on the sidelines, but Daniel just looks tired. And Tate looks like he's just got a little more than maybe he thought he was going to have.
Tate's coming in on his last 25 here.
Is it enough to get him under? Does he have enough?
It's going to be close. I think he's going to do it, though. Yep. 5:48.88. Nice job. He was at 5:53, so that's awesome.
That was great. He dropped some good time. Good for
Daniel's
Tate.
coming into the wall here. Just going to be barely over his... Oh,
just over his seat time.
Yep.
So it was
6:01.02.
It really was just Tate dropping even more time.
Okay, our women's 200-yard freestyle is up next relay. So in lane 2, we have the Colts, Emily Dominguez, El Lasco, Kirsten Schwab, and McKenna Brooks. Lane 3, Cedar Valley, Alyssa Roth, Danielle Hardy, Ellie Sorogas, Dory Tweedy. Lane 4 is Colts, Natty Alonso, Odessa Talbot, Ashley Salisbury, Lily Cole. Lane 5 is Cedar Valley, Ashlyn Lockwood, Caitlin Rary, Shaylee Kluber, Abigail Butters. Lane 6 is Colts, Sarah Sandusky, Caitlin Neal, Sitlali Ramirez, and Nina Hawaii.
Alyssa Roth and Natty in lane 3 and 4 go into the wall together. Natty pulls a slight advantage in lane 4 coming into the wall, leading off to Odessa Talbot. Danielle Hardy in the water for lane 3. Come on, Danielle. We try and swim some of that back. But Odessa's moving.
Yeah, Colts have the time to beat here.
Odessa is ripping.
Danielle is on her heels.
But they're not going to gain much back. They're going to be about the same spot they were when they hit the wall. Colts may have pulled even a little more advantage on them.
Ashley's about to go in here.
And Ellie Strogas in the water for Cedar Valley, lane 3. It's a fast. Colts have a fast time here.
Yeah, they're looking really good here.
They have a 9-second advantage overall over Cedar Valley in this race.
Ashley's coming into the wall with Lily up next.
And Lily's fast. We saw her. Dory Tweedy is anchor for Cedar Valley in lane 3 going in now. The Colts have this sewn up.
Dory's making up some good time here. But Lily will definitely be the win for this. They're at 149.72. Cedar Valley is in at 155.69.
So neither team going their fastest.
Nope.
Cedar Valley in lane 5 is going to take that 3rd spot. And that was the team of Ashlyn, Caitlin, Shaylee, and Abby.
They didn't have a seed time, so nice job to them. Colts are coming in, finish up here with Nina. Their seed time is 151. All right, our boys are up next. In lane 2, we have Colts with Tyrus V, Ellie Stetler, Atlas Tran, and Braxton Snow. Lane 3 is Cedar Valley, Braden Scott, Jacob Nelson, Corbin Nelson, Tate Scott. Lane 4 is Colts, Sebastian A, Matthew Bruns, Daniel Garner, Jasper Jacobson. Lane 5 is Cedar Valley, Brady M, Tyson Ford, Tate Spencer, and Nolan Spencer.
And
Colts have the time to be here at 1:30.34.
Yeah. Braden Scott usually swims anchor. He swims lead this time. And he'll take a
Jacob's about to go in here.
Sizable lead in. That was a good exchange by Cedar Valley. So they're trying to make the Colts play catch up. But Jacob's times have been coming down,
Yeah,
so he puts in a good swim.
Jacob's had a good season this year as well. Corbin Nelson is about to go in. with Daniel and Tate both right in the water. Lane 5. Lane 4 is Daniel. Lane 5 is Tate.
So Cedar Valley may,
Yeah, they're looking
they
really
actually may take this event, which I wasn't expecting on paper. I don't know if the Colts have a different lineup today than they normally do in the water.
Tate Scott is about to go in. He just swam the 500, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he just swam the 500. So Tate's in.
But they've got almost a pool lead, so this is Cedar Valley's event at this point. With so Tate's going to finish strong after his 500. He's going to come in and give the win to Cedar Valley in lane 4. The Colts pull away from lane 5. Jasper comes in for that second place with Nolan Spencer finishing up in lane 5 for
Nice
Cedar Valley in
job.
lane 3 for third
Okay,
place.
our women's 100-yard backstroke is up next. In lane 2, we have, sorry, I was looking to see who our teams were, but we have Colts and Cedar Valley. So in lane 2, we have Ashley Salisbury for Colts. Lane 2 is Shaylee Kluber, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Alora Alonso for Colts, and lane 6 is McKenna Brooks for Colts. Alora has got the time to beat here at 1:15.56. She's got about a 3-second lead on Shaylee.
So Alora and Shaylee are going to go into the wall pretty much together. So in this first 50, they're pretty close.
Alora's
You
got a
can
little bit
see-
of a lead here.
Well, you can see, if you watch Alora's stroke, she's got a pretty efficient stroke under the water. She gets some good movement with each stroke. You can see Shaylee in lane 3, it's like she's spinning a little more, where each motion of the hand underwater doesn't give as much movement of the body. Alora's she has a more efficient stroke going on. Rotations are slower than Shaylee's, but she's getting more out of
She's
each
getting
pole.
more. Yeah, she's looking really good here. She's going to touch first. And she may, let's see, we're going to be close. 1:16.36, a little bit slower than her seed time. Shaylee comes in at 1:20.37. Ashley comes in third, and McKenna will come in fourth. Okay, our men's 100. In lane 2, we have Ellie Stetler for Colts. Lane 3 is Logan Chamberlain for Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Aiden Salisbury for Colts. And lane 5 is Nolan Spencer for Cedar Valley. Logan's got the time to beat here at 1:18.86. Aiden and Ellie both do not have a seed time. Oh, it's probably Eli. I've been calling him Ellie. Eli. Sorry about that. That just dawned on me. He does not have a seed time for this either.
I would say our favorite here is Aiden in lane 4. Just on a hunch.
Thinking he's ahead.
I mean, I'm just
It's a
guessing.
good hunch.
A nice, strong backstroke. Looks effortless. Good
Looks
turns.
really, really good in the
Good
water.
underwater kicks. Yeah, he's depending on, I don't know what his times look like, but he's flirting with that 1 minute mark or under. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to come in
Yep,
at
59.
59.31.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Very nice time.
Logan is going to come in here second. 122.24 is what Logan comes in at. Our touchpad's got issues again. Okay, our women's 100-yard breaststroke is up next. We have Caitlin Gonzaga, lane 2 for Colts. Lane 3 is Ashlyn Lockwood, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Odessa Talbot, Colts. Lane 5 is Olivia Hardy, Cedar Valley. And lane 6 is Natty Alonso for Colts. Odessa's got the time to be here at 1:15.92. Odessa is ahead here, but just barely. You've got Ashlyn, who's really right on her tail, and in lane 2 with Caitlin.
Oh.
Caitlin's pulled ahead just a little bit of Ashlyn.
So Odessa has the lead, starting to stretch that out a little. Natty in lane 6 is actually right in that conversation for second place.
Yeah.
She's starting to make up time on her counterpart, Caitlin, up in lane 1. Olivia Hardy in lane 5 is swimming this for her first time. This is her first year as a swimmer. It's been fun to watch her go.
Odessa's going to come in here first at 1:16.57. So again, a little bit slower than her seed time. Natty, let's see. Caitlin touches second at 1:21.03, and Natty comes in at 1:21.16. Okay. Ashlyn comes in fourth, and Olivia is just coming back into the wall here.
Camera for the time, trying to get it sorted.
Nice job, Olivia. Okay, our men, Jacob Nelson, lane 3, Cedar Valley. Lane 4 is Bode Anders for Colts. And did we lose the feed? Lane 5 is Elijah Shago for Cedar Valley.
No, we lost the camera for the timer. It has wigged out. So I'm aware of it. I'll see if I can fix it.
There's always something technical, it seems like, so we're going to pray it all goes well for Region next week.
Right?
Okay, Bodie's looking really good here.
Oh, it's gotten bumped. That's what happened, people.
Jacob is in second place here at the moment.
I'm like, what is going on? Here we go. All right, we got the camera back.
Yeah. Bodie's got about a 10-second lead on the rest of our swimmers here, so he's going to come in at 1:07.39. So nice job to him. He totally PR'd. That was awesome. Took off a couple of seconds off of his time. Jacob is headed back in here. (1:22.25). Elijah is coming into the wall. 1:30.98. Nice job. Okay, our women's 400-yard freestyle is up next. In lane 2, we have Colts, Sarah Sandusky, Caitlin Neal, Satali Ramirez, Cheyenne Garvey. Lane 3 is Cedar Valley, Alyssa Roth, Danielle Hardy, Abigail Kendall, Dory Tweeding. Lane 4 is Colts, Alora Alonso, Caitlin Gonzago, Ashley Salisbury, and Emily Dominguez. The seed time to beat here is with the Colts in lane 4, 3:39.15. I know for our girls in lane 3, they are trying to qualify for states. We'll see how it goes here.
Kind of a hard one today too. It's in these fast meets you just don't get as much rest. So Alyssa in the water in lane 3. Laura in lane 4 for the Colts. Alyssa coming out with a fast 50, putting some space.
Let's go, Danielle!
Yeah, they just don't have a lot of time to rest between all these events when they go this fast. All right, got Alyssa coming into the wall. Danielle Hardy getting ready for the exchange. Good exchange. Danielle's off to the races.
Let's go, Danielle!
And Caitlin Gonzaga in the water for the Colts in lane 4. Danielle came out with a 32nd on the 50. She's got a push on this last 25. And she's going to come into the exchange with Abby Kendall hitting the water. The 34 on that last 50, so she swam about a 104. So I'm going to assume this is not the same Colts team with a 3:39 sweet time.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It doesn't look like it's the same team at the moment. Abby Kendall comes out with a 30-second split as well. Cedar Valley in control of this event.
Ashley's got another 50 to go here, with Dory getting ready to go into the water.
So Cedar Valley is going to have a full length of the pool with Dory hitting the water for the last 100 yards. So that was about a 103 from Abby Kendall.
Ashley's coming into the wall with Emily about to go in.
And Dory's going to make the turn for the last 50 yards.
29-second split. Dory's on her last 25. They've got to beat 4:07, I know, right now to get into state.
It's going to have to wait for regions.
Yep. 4:13.43 is what they come in at.
I thought it'd be a hard day to do that in a pool. I figure in a pool they're not used to it all. It's a different pool, a little warm. And with these events back-to-back like that, it's a hard day to set your best time.
Yeah, Emily comes in to the wall at 4:36.04.
Okay, final event.
Our boys are up next.
Or Adam is saying the camera got shifted.
Oh.
Oh, it's, I don't know which one, but he's saying the camera shifted.
No, well, is it still not showing right? It should be showing now. Yeah, we fixed it. We fixed it a few minutes ago.
A little delayed because he said his screen wasn't.
Yeah, the camera's working again.
Okay, in lane 2, we've got Colts with Jasper Jacobson, Daniel Garner, Tyrus B, and Sebastian A. In lane 3, we have Cedar Valley, Tyson Ford, Corbin Nelson, Logan Chamberlain, Brady M. Lane 4 is Colts, Packard Lewin, Colin Logan, Bodie Anders, Aiden Salisbury. Lane 6 is Colts, Eli Stetler, Atlas Tran, Braxton Snow, and Matthew Bruns.
So in lane 4, Packard is just putting the hurt on everybody. Lane 2, Jasper for the for Colts as well. So 1-2 right now for the Colts. Tyson Ford in lane 3. And Tyson's going to open with a 104 and change, almost a 105, right in there.
I got Corbin in the water for Cedar Valley.
Colin in the water in lane 4 for the Colts on his second 50 now. That's a fast team right there.
Yeah, super quick.
And they got Bode and Aiden coming up. So just a strong group of swimmers for the Colts in lane 4. Bode or Bodie in the water. I'm going to assume it's Bodie.
I know.
I'm going with Bodie.
We've botched his name, I'm sure, this whole thing.
Up in lane 2, we've got Tyrus in the water. And Logan Chamberlain on the exchange in lane 3 right now. But Bodie is about to put 50 yards on Cedar Valley. Strong group.
Yeah, their seed time is 3:14:22. Cedar Valley's is at 3:48:56, so they have got a lot of time on the Cedar Valley team.
This looks like a slightly reworked team as well for Cedar Valley, though. So in lane 4, Aiden Salisbury taking the water for the last 100 yards. Their final exchange. And Aiden's going to put 50 yards on the other Colts team up in lane 2.
Oh, they look so good. Coming to the wall here.
Yeah, they're just ripping. Good swim. That's a strong group right there.
I mean, Aiden's just flying.
For Cedar Valley in lane 3, we've got Brady in the water for the last 100 yards.
Aiden's coming in on his last 25. They're also going to be slower than their seed time today.
Yeah, and that's amazing.
3:28:98.
Their seat times are 3:14, so they've got a fast group.
Brady's on his last 50.
So lane 2, Sebastian coming home for that second place position. Cedar Valley on their last turn in lane 3.
Sebastian comes in. They come in at 4:03:87. They don't have a seed time for this, so nice job to them. Cedar Valley's going to come in at 4:12:69, so a lot slower than their seed time as well.
I think that's a reworked team. I
Yeah,
think usually you've got Braden Scott on that team as well. So in lane
Colts are on their last 50 here.
lane 6, Matthew in lane 6 wrapping up.
Matthew's just coming into the wall here.
And that's the meet.
Just waiting for the time here to show on the clock. 5:02:60. Okay. It's a wrap.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap. We will see you at Region next week. So have a wonderful week, and we'll look forward to that last broadcast.